Certain things survive for centuries in this world because they contain a spark of the eternal truth that all persons seek. In the middle of China, at the foot of the holy mountains, lies the Shaolin monastery, of which many legends have been told. Here the Indian monk Bodhidharma, who was named Tamo by the Chinese, reformed Buddhism 1500 years ago, naming his new teachings Zen. Through years of meditation, he explored the eternal laws of nature. He developed exercises that coupled inner harmony with physical strength. He named these Shaolin Kung Fu. His teachings survived through the ages and became the mother of all the martial arts that served for defense, never for aggression. Together we present to you for the first time, exclusively, the high art of Shaolin Kung Fu, performed by the 31st generation master, Shi De Cheng. I come from the Shaolin Temple on the holy mountain Songshan, in the Chinese province of Henan. First, I would like to welcome all those present from across the world in the name of my Shaolin Temple. I will now show you the main points of Shaolin meditation. Close your eyes and focus them on the nose. The thoughts concentrate inwards, toward the heart. Remove all unnecessary thought and think of nothing. Connect both hands with one another. Mind and body become very calm. Meditation has many advantages. One can access the inner harmony. Let the thoughts travel to your stomach. The tongue should be resting against the palate. Breathe in and out naturally. Let the shoulders sink down. Five surfaces should be facing upward: the soles of the feet, both palms of the hands, and the imaginary inner surface of the heart. During the meditation, air streams quietly in and out of the nose. Thoughts are calm and focused. Feel your breath coursing through your body. Meditation can be shorter or longer accordingly. Now we control inhaling and exhaling. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Thoughts travel down to the stomach. Repeat again. Inhale. Exhale. Thoughts travel down to the stomach. I stretch my arms out. Inhale. Exhale. And let the thoughts travel to the stomach again. Inhale. Exhale. And let the thoughts travel to the stomach. Remain seated quietly for 5 seconds. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Repeat once again. Let your thoughts sink low. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And let your thoughts rest in your stomach. Stretch out your arms. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And concentrate your thoughts on your stomach. Inhale, and assume an upright position. Assume the initial position. The space between both feet should be equal to the width of your shoulders, with both fists at the hips. The eyes look to the left. With the left foot, take a half step to the left and finish in the horse stance. Both fists are in front of the body. Turn the body right, leaving the right fist slightly higher than the left fist. Finish in the horse stance, turn left, land with the fists in front. Turn right and into the forward stance. Return to the initial position. We will now show the most important positions. And repeat the entire exercise at the normal speed. Assume initial position. With the left foot, take a half step to the left, to the width of your shoulders. Both fists are at the hips. The eyes look to the left. Turn body to the left, stretch both fists upwards, and then strike horizontally outwards. The legs are in the horse stance. Strike both fists outwards. And return to the initial position. We will now show the most important positions. And repeat the entire exercise at the normal speed. Assume the initial position. The shoulders are lowered and the head remains upright. Keep both fists on the hips at the sides. The eyes look to the left. The left arm is extended with the palm stretched forward and go into a right low back stance. Left low back stance. Palms facing upwards and change sides. And return to the initial position. We will now show the most important positions. And repeat the entire exercise at the normal speed. Assume the initial position with the eyes forward. Lower the shoulders. Both hands at the hips. The left foot takes a step forward and rest the tip of the right foot lightly on the ground. Both arms should be crossed in front of the chest with the palms open. The eyes look at the front hand. The body weight is mainly on the rear leg. The foot touches the ground lightly with the tip. And return to the initial position. We will now show the most important positions. And repeat the entire exercise at the normal speed. Assume the initial position again, lowering the shoulders. Raise the head. Both fists go to the hips. The left foot steps forward. Turn the body left. The left hand sweeps up. Go into a crouch and strike with the right fist. Low stance. The left knee is under the right knee. And change sides. And return to the initial position. We will now show the most important positions. And repeat the entire exercise at the normal speed. Assume the initial position with the eyes looking forward. The legs are at shoulder width with the hands on the hips. The right foot takes a step forward with the knee under the elbow and the left arm stretched out. The rear hand becomes a claw with all the fingertips touching each other. The supporting leg should be bent slightly. And return to the initial position. We will now show you the most important positions. And repeat the entire exercise at the normal speed. We assume the initial position. Upright, arms on the hips. Raise the right elbow and then strike upwards with the right foot and put the leg down in the back. And the elbow goes up. and return to the initial position. We will now show the most important positions. And repeat the entire exercise at the normal speed. Assume the initial position, straight shoulders, head upright. Step out to the width of your shoulders and with the fists at the hips. The eyes look to the left. The right fist is pulled back and the left fist is placed in front of the chest. Eyes look to the right. The right leg turns up to the side and lands on the side. Repeat from the opposite side. Resume the initial position. We will now show you the most important positions. And repeat the entire exercise at the normal speed. Assume the initial position and look forward. Hands to the hips. The left foot takes one step forward. Low stance with the right foot tip on the ground and kick back. The right palm in front of the chest. The other hand on the ankle. And resume the initial position. We will now show the most important positions. And repeat the entire exercise at the normal speed. Assume the initial position with both fists at the hips. Eyes look forward. With the right foot, take a step forward. The back of the foot is stretched out and placed at the front. The strike follows with a snapping motion from the knee joint. The knee is pulled in first, and then the lower leg is extended. And resume the initial position. We will now show the most important positions. And repeat the entire exercise at the normal speed. We assume the initial position, the legs at the width of the shoulders. Both fists at the hips, eyes look to the left. Turn the body to the right. The tip of the left foot is on the ground, the right hand with the palm extended forward. both palms reach for the ground.
往前看，二，我腹部拨过来，变左腹部，走手。
The right leg sweeps back and change positions.
变盯住地了，再留，
Leap forward. The back of the hand should strike the palm.
走，
Sweeping kick
退了，
and return to the initial position. We will now show the most important positions. And repeat the entire exercise at the normal speed. Assume the initial position, both fists on the hips, the shoulders lowered, the head upright. Left foot one step forward, the right knee is raised. The top of the foot strikes against the open right hand. Repeat from the opposite side.
六、七、八、三。
And resume the initial position. We will now show the most important positions. And repeat the entire exercise at the normal speed. Assume the initial position, looking forward. The left foot takes one step forward. Both arms are extended with the palms of the hands facing upwards. Turn the palms and kick to the outside with the right foot. Repeat with the other leg. Extend the arms with the palms facing upwards. Turn, kick. And resume the initial position. We will now show the most important positions. And repeat the entire exercise at the normal speed. Assume the initial position with both fists at the hips. Tuck the stomach in and bring the chest out. Look to the left. The left foot takes a step left. The left palm moves forward. With the right foot, strike to the inside against the left palm. the right knee remains tucked in.
3往外弹离合
When landing, strike down with the front fist. And the other fist is in front of the body.
蓝手盐水手合6 7
Resume the initial position. We will now show the most important positions. And repeat the entire exercise at the normal speed. From the initial position, the right foot takes a step forward.
双手抱拳腰间，目视前方。1
The right arm is extended upwards in a circular motion and stops with the palm in front of the chest. The left arm also moves in a circular motion with the palm facing down. The eyes look forward. The legs are in a low stance. From this position, leap up and strike the palm of the left hand with the back of the left foot.
4
The rear supporting leg lands first.
6 7蓝手压上步往前看4 5 6 7 8
Return to the initial position. We now show the most important positions. And repeat the entire exercise at the normal speed. We assume the initial position with both fists at the hips, upright, legs at shoulder width. The right foot takes a step forward to the left. The open left hand goes to the right chest half. The left palm is turned back simultaneously with the body, and the left leg sweeps to the back in a circular motion. Then the knee is tucked in. The front arm's palm is at the back of the foot and pointing upwards. The other palm is above the head.
6 提
And resume the initial position. We will now show the most important positions. And repeat the entire exercise at the normal speed. Assume the initial position with both fists at the hips. The eyes look to the right. The left hand sweeps above the head and goes to the chest. The palm of the right hand strikes to the right. The legs are in the horse stance. Straighten up your body and stretch both arms up. Gather force from the arms and jump left and around. In doing so, the right foot strikes the open left hand. After landing, assume the forward stance.
变右弓回头望月，马步走，
and resume the initial position. We will now show the most important positions. And repeat the entire exercise at the normal speed. Assume the initial position, both fists at the hips. Look forward. Turn the body right, stepping up with the left leg into the forward stance. Turn the body back to the right, resting your right heel on the ground. Both palms are back. The left leg gathers momentum and springs over. The right foot strikes the right palm. Land again in the forward stance. And return to the initial position. We will now show you the three most important positions. And repeat the entire exercise at the normal speed. Assume the initial position, legs at shoulder width, both fists at the hips. The head remains straight, eyes look forward. Raise both palms in front of the stomach with the palms facing upward. The right palm moves up, the left palm down, and the eyes look to the left. Forward stance, the left palm strikes forwards. Low stance. Strike with the left palm. Step forward with the strike of the palm. The right foot strikes out against the open right hand, and we go from the horse stance into the forward stance. Low stance, with the strike of the fist to the ground. The left foot kicks up and land in the horse stance. Both palms go to the knee. Low stance right. The eyes looked at the left fist. Now the same sequence from the opposite direction. Low stance right. The eyes look at the left fist. Fingertips strike forward. The right foot strikes inside against the left palm. Sweeping kick. Strike with left palm, 2 steps back. And the repetition from the opposite direction. Land the sweeping kick in the forward stance. Strike with the left palm. Fingertips strike forward. The left foot steps forward. The left palm strikes. The right foot strikes outside against the right palm. Forward stance. Low stance. Kick up. Both palms to the knee. Then, from the opposite direction. Raise the knee. Right foot strikes outside. Low stance with a fist strike. Elbow strike. Both palms to the knee. Low stance. Horse stance with arms stretched out. Forward stance with both fingertips pointing forward. Strike with the heels of the hands from the forward stance. The foot strikes the palm. Strike with the heel of the hand. Low stance, and the right fist strikes the open left hand. Low stance right, strike forward with palms. The back of the right hand strikes the left palm. Now the repetition in the opposite direction follows. Fingertips strike forward. Strike of the palm with turn. Kick up and palm strike. The right fist strikes the left palm, and back fist strike downwards. Low stance. Strike of the palm. Horse stance. The right hand may be open or closed. And return to the initial position. And now you can observe the entire sequence of the exercise. Let us begin with the Shaolin Baduan Jin exercise. Practicing Shaolin Baduan Jin regularly can improve one's health and strengthen the inner organs, thus increasing life expectancy. With the left foot, take half a step back to the left. The space between your feet corresponds to the width of your shoulders.
自然站立，吸，
Inhale. Stretch both hands upwards as if to support the sky, and exhale.
呼， 吸，
Inhale, and lower your arms.
呼，
Lower your hands, and exhale.
吸，
Inhale.
呼，
Look upwards and stretch your arms.
吸，
Exhale.
呼，
Inhale, and lower your arms.
吸，
Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale.
恢复原状。
And return to the initial position.
第二段，左右开弓，有射雕。
The second exercise is named Draw the Bow to the Left and Right. Assume horse stance. The palms become fists. The left fist is on the inside, right fist on the outside.
步行成马步。
Turn right from the horse stance and open the left fist. The eyes look at the left hand.
呼气，
Make the bow.
眼睛往左看。吸，
Inhale. Close the
手
fist.
在里，左手在外。
The right fist is inside and the left fist is outside. Your eyes look at the right fist.
呼气，
Twist the right hand outwards, opening it and make the bow.
吸，
Inhale.
左
The
拳
left
在
fist is inside, the right fist
右拳在
outside.
外眼睛看左拳，旋，
Open and make the bow.
吸，
Inhale.
呼，
Exhale.
吸，
Inhale. And return to the initial position.
恢复原状。第三节，
The third exercise is named Raising One Arm.
单举手。
This exercise mainly regulates the stomach and spleen. With the left foot, take a half step to the left, assuming the initial position.
吸，
Inhale.
手心
Both
向
palms
下
face down, with the middle fingers touching in front of the chest.
呼，
Exhale. The right palm moves all the way upwards. The left palm moves downwards.
吸，
With the head turning upwards, inhale and change arms. Exhale. The head turns upwards.
吸，
Inhale.
呼，
Exhale.
吸，
Inhale.
呼，
Exhale.
吸，
Inhale.
呼，
Exhale. And return to the initial position.
第四节，五老七伤相受桥。
The fourth exercise is named the look backwards. With the left foot, take a half step back left, leaving a space the width of your shoulders.
呼，
Exhale. And turn the head backwards.
吸，
Inhale. And turn back.
呼，
Exhale. Inhale. Exhale and turn again to the left. And return to the initial position. The fifth exercise is named swinging the head and hips. Assume the horse stance and lay both palms on your thighs. Exhale. The eyes look forwards and upwards, with the legs now in the forward position. Inhale and straighten up from the center. Exhale and turn the body right. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And return to the initial position. The next exercise is named toe touching. Assume the shoulder width initial position. Clasp both hands behind the back. And bend the upper body backwards. The chest is pushed out and the eyes look upwards. Exhale and bend the torso forwards. Reach for your toes and make sure that you breathe in and out through the nose. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the legs stretched. Inhale and bend backwards. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And return to the initial position. The seventh exercise is named slow boxing. Assume the horse stance with both fists at the hips. Exhale and extend the right fist forwards. When exhaling, close the fist. When inhaling, open the fist. Exhale. Inhale. Change fists. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale.
吸
And now extend the right fist to the side. Exhale.
呼吸
Inhale. Open and close. And change arms.
吸呼
Inhale and exhale. Open and close the fist.
做3次
Stretch both arms out to the side. And open and close the fists.
吸
Inhale.
呼
Exhale.
恢复原状
And return to the initial position.
第
This
8
exercise should be repeated 3 times.
背后齐肩腕并消
The 8th exercise is named raising the heels.
手背
Hold the hands behind the body, leaving both hands in the back, and get on the tips of your toes.
吸呼
Exhale.
吸
Inhale.
呼
Exhale.
吸
When stretching, inhale.
吸
When going down, exhale.
呼吸呼吸呼
And return to the initial position. Repeat all these exercises 3 times. Perform all movements slowly and in a natural rhythm, breathing in and out through the nose.
做的是不要慌
I will now demonstrate the application of the 18 basic exercises from the first cassette. Exercise number 1, forward stance.
对方拳打来
When the
的时候
opponent attacks with his fist, one should first deflect the attacking fist with the palm, and then counterattack from the forward stance with a blow of the fist. The application of the second basic exercise, horse stance. Here, a low center of gravity is important, as in the forward position. It provides secure footing.
的用法是走
The attacking arm is blocked with both forearms.
手割上部截
The right foot sweeps the front leg of the attacker to the side, then kicks at his other leg and lands in horse stance.
下面是
The application of the third basic exercise, the low back stance.
它的用法是
The left hand deflects the attack and clutches the wrist. The right forearm strikes against the elbow.
然后扣
The right leg sweeps away the leg of the opponent.
穿
Assume the low back stance and strike against the opponent with the shoulder.
再来一遍走1 2 3好腹部或者弓步好下面做
The fourth exercise, the reverse position.
它的用法是 拳打来的时候
The shoulders in front of the body, reverse position. Both arms are crossed across the chest.
打
A blow with the heel of the hand to the chin follows. Finally, the opponent is thrown. Defense, counterattack with elbows, throw. The application of the fifth basic exercise, low stance with strike of the fist. With the left foot, take a step to the left. Turn the body left. The right fist strikes forward, moving the body into the low stance. The palm of the left hand deflects the attack and then pulls the opponent forwards. The sixth exercise, the dragon step. When the opponent's right foot attacks, then block with the left palm, the foot to the outside. With the right foot, take a step forwards. The left leg sweeps inwards and the right palm strikes. Block, strike, and with your leg, pin him. The seventh exercise, high kick. The left fist of the opponent attacks. Raise the elbow forwards and deflect the attack with the right arm. The right foot steps on the toes of the opponent. The left fist can follow with a strike to the chin or with an elbow blow to the center of the body. The follow-through motion downwards is continued with a strike to the nose with the back of the fist. Simultaneously, the left leg moves upward and strikes with the knee. Number 8, side kick. When the left fist of the opponent attacks, one deflects the attack with the right arm, take one step forward, deflect the opponent's subsequent counterattack to the left, following with a side kick to the left. The ninth basic exercise, the back kick. In an attack with the left leg by the opponent, one ducks to the side and counters with a backwards kick of the left leg. This technique can also be practiced from parallel initial positions. The defensive kick forces the opponent to lose his balance. The 10th exercise, the front kick. The left foot moves one step forward, and the right foot kicks forward against the genital area. The 11th exercise, the sweeping kick. The right foot of the opponent checks one's own attack. The left palm deflects the attacking leg as it slows. The right leg sweeps in a circle, and the opponent is knocked down. The 12th exercise, the kick to the hand. I attack the opponent with a strike of the right fingertips and follow through with a kick from the right. The next exercise, the kick to the outside. The right fist of the opponent attacks. I deflect the attacking fist with both palms and follow through with a circular kick to the outside. Exercise number 14, kick to the inside. When the left fist of the opponent attacks, then my left palm moves forward, deflecting the blow. The right foot kicks to the inside, pinning the arm of the opponent with the right knee. Deflect, attack, and apply both the forearm and the knee on the elbow of the opponent. Exercise number 15, the high jump kick. Once again, the left fist of the opponent attacks. My flattened left hand deflects the attack, grasps the arm, and pulls it down. The right forearm pressures the elbow and is followed by a high kick. Exercise number 16, the sweeping kick back. The opponent attacks laterally with his right foot. I turn my right foot somewhat to the left and kick with my left foot backwards. I follow through with a two-armed attack with both palms, one strike to the neck and the other to the upper torso. The 17th exercise, the turning jump kick forwards. Once again, the opponent attacks from the side with his left foot. I block the attack of his foot with both palms and counter with a turning kick. Exercise number 18, the turning jump kick back. The opponent attacks with his left fist. I deflect the attack with both arms and counter with the strike of the fingertips to the neck, followed by a turning jump kick back from the right foot. I will now continue and show you 3 forms of Shaolin boxing. First, Shaolin Da Hong boxing. Assume the initial position with both fists under the hips. The shoulders are lowered, the head upright. The eyes look to the left. The left palm is swung above the head, goes down, and up again. The legs are in the front stance, low back stance. Both elbows strike back, step down hard on the ground on the right. Low stance. Horse stance. Repeat from the opposite direction. The right foot steps hard on the ground. Low stance. Step forward twice with a forearm strike. Low stance. Fingertips strike forward. One circle, 2 circles with both palms, and block solidly. Low stance. Forward position. Low back stance. And repeat from the opposite direction. Two elbow strikes. Strike with the back of the fist. Double strike with the fingertips. And a jump kick. The right fist strikes the left palm of the hand. And strike left palm with the fist again. Low stance. Triple strike downwards with the fist. Strike with the fingertips. 3 times forward. Forward position. Strike feet forward. Kick to the outside. Pivot body into forward position. Jump into a forward foot strike and complete the form with a loud scream from the horse stance. And return to the initial position. We will now demonstrate the exercise in normal speed. Now the second of the three forms, Shaolin Yanghuan Chuan. We assume the initial position again, with both fists at the hips. The shoulders are lowered, the head upright, the chest stretched out, and the stomach tucked in. The eyes look to the left. Horse stance with the left fist up and change to forward position, striking with the fist. The right leg strikes forward and the left fist strikes forward simultaneously. Horse stance. The eyes look at the right fist. Low stance. The right hand strikes the palm of the left hand. Jump around into horse stance. Double strike forward with the heels of both hands. Low back stance. Strike with the left foot, a simultaneous high block and fist strike. Forward position. Turn. Step forward with a double fist strike. I will repeat this movement. The front foot kicks forward. Land in forward position. And fingertip strike. Repetition from the opposite direction. Forward position. 2 steps forward. Double strike with the fists. The right leg strikes upward. Elbow strike. Fingertip strike. Low stance. Strike with the left fist and block high on the right. Return to the initial position. We now demonstrate the exercise at normal speed. And now the third form, Shaolin Tongbi Chuan. Assume the initial position. Fists at the hips. The body remains upright. Raise the head. Eyes look to the left. Take a step forward with the left foot. The left palm is in front of the right half of the chest. Extend the left palm. Step on the ground hard with the right leg and strike forward with the fist. Right elbow blow. Low stance with the foot tip touching the ground lightly. strike forward with the fist from forward position. Jump to the right. Into horse stance and forward position. Low stance. Both fists at the hips and the right foot strikes the right palm. Forward position with the strike of the left fist. Low stance. Strike with the heel of the hand and the fist. Change to horse stance. Pivot the body. Horse stance. Change to forward position. Low stance with the fist striking downwards. The right forearm strikes the palm of the left hand. Horse stance, striking the fist left. Strike downward with the back of the fist. Left kick forward. Right kick forward. Jump around and into the low back stance. And now the same techniques from the opposite direction. Cross the arms. Double block to the outside and tuck in the left knee. Clasp both hands together. Twist them. Block downwards. The right foot strikes against the left palm. With the left side of the hand, block low and jump kick right. With the right leg, kick to the inside. And jump around. Land in horse stance and complete the form with a loud scream. We will now demonstrate the entire exercise at normal speed. As in the other parts, we will begin with a few exercises that will prepare the body for the rapid movements in the forms. This time, we begin with Shaolin Yi Jin Jing. Inhale. Exhale. Palms face upwards. Inhale, lower arms. Exhale. Inhale. The right palm faces forward. Inhale. All movements are loose and relaxed. Exhale. Both palms face forward. Change position. Inhale and change arms. Exhale. Assume the horse stance. Palms face the ground. Point the right hand to the left, and the head looks to the right. Change sides and inhale. Exhale, take a big step to the right and go low. Look up. Exhale, take a big step to the left and go low, and look up. Inhale. Exhale and straighten up. Inhale. Look forward. Exhale and straighten up. And return to the initial position. I will now demonstrate some basic exercises with the Shaolin Tamo sword. First, make an upper arm forward strike with the sword. Strike from top to bottom. Rotate the sword above the head. Rotate the sword a number of times on each side. Rotate behind the back. Swing the sword through flat on the side. I will repeat the basic exercises in slow motion. Stretch the forearm and strike forward with the sword. Sweep the entire arm back and strike from top to bottom with the sword. Next, rotate the sword above the head. First, pull the sword up to one side, move the arm back above the head, and rotate the sword from the wrist above the head. Now rotate on the sides several times, rotating the sword on the outside and inside of the body and turning the body with it. Next, rotate the sword behind your back. The first rotation is to the outside, then the rotation is continued behind your back with the body turned back one step. An upward strike follows at the end. At the end, swing the sword on the side. The arm swings back and guides the sword with the tip first inside and outside of the body. Finally, a straight strike backwards is made. The left arm is extended with the index and middle fingers outstretched, creating sword fingers. The following Tamo sword form demonstrates the complex application of the basic exercises. Low stance. Forward position. Strike the sword forward twice. Forward position and horse stance. Circle with the sword tip and strike forward. Swing the sword through flat on the side. Turn, jumping, and strike forward. Rotate the sword behind your back and on the side, first to the front and then to the back. Strike forward from the forward position. Turn sideways, keeping the sword level, and strike forward. Rotate behind the back. 2 steps forward and a forward strike. Turn and a strike back. Low stance. Strike from top to bottom. Horse stance and a strike to the side. Make a circle twice and strike from top to bottom. Rotate behind the back. Step hard on the ground. Take a step to the side and strike from the side. Forward position. Turn sideways a number of times and then strike forward. Turn sideways and pull upwards. Turn to the side and strike first to the right rear, then to the right front, together with kick. Guide the sword up on the side and then strike forward to the outside horizontally. Forward position. Swing the sword through flat on the side. Strike forward and strike to the back. Rotate above the head. Low stance. Change hands. Complete the form, initial position. And now, the Tamo sword form at normal speed. The sword is also referred to as the Master of Arms. Characteristic for this form is the close guiding of the sword above the head of the exercising person. The chi, the energy, flows through the arms to the sword. The sword techniques stress the hands and arms particularly. One uses the tip and the blade as well as the flat of the sword to block. The handling of the sword requires dexterity and control of the body. Practice single sequences and then complete them within the form. The next form is the Shaolin Mehua saber. 2 steps forward. Back stance. Step down hard and cross the arms. Open arms and tuck in legs. Change grip and strike downwards. Forward position. Evade, jump and strike down above the center. Forward position. Strike upwards twice. Circle the saber above the head twice and high kick. Strike horizontally, guide above the head and evade, jumping. Back stance. Pull back with the left hand, change position, and strike forward with the saber. Evade and jump twice and strike downward. Turn sideways and go deep. Forward position and strike forward. The left palm is stretched to the back. Guide the saber above the head and strike horizontally. Guide it back, turn, back stance. Repeat from the opposite direction. Low stance and a strike to the back. Guide the saber to the middle horizontally and swing back. Turn to the side repeatedly, and in doing so, make a circular strike to the inside, land in the horse stance. Rotate the saber outside and inside a number of times. Jump, evade, and go low. Strike forward, jump, evade, and strike forward again. Swing. Strike forward 3 times from an evading jump. Change front foot and strike forward again. Guide the saber above the head and strike horizontally. I will now repeat the sequence from the opposite side. Guide the saber around the head, change hands, and perform a standing high kick. Land in the horse stance and complete the form with a loud scream. The saber is also used to thrust and strike, but it is wider and heavier than the sword. For this reason, hewing techniques predominate. When sweeping it back, it should be guided close to the head. Blocking techniques are executed with the flat part of the blade. The saber is called the ruler of weapons. The guiding of the saber is graceful and effortless. The chi flows through the saber, with the eyes on the tip of the saber. The swinging of the saber should be swift as the beating of a sparrow's wings. During the forward strike, one must imagine the tip of the saber to be as hard as the tip of a steel nail. And now, the Shaolin spear form. Block from the horse stance. Forward position. Strike the spear forward. Block from the back stance. Jump, evade, and strike forward again. Turn the spear and strike forward again. Turn the spear and block with the tip pointing down. Strike upwards with the butt of the spear and strike forward again. Strike downward with the spear tip. Repetition from the opposite direction. Block from the back stance. Strike upwards with the butt and the tip. Turn and strike the tip down. Strike forward from the forward position. Turn and block with the tip of the spear. Turn the spear, evade, jump and strike from above, horse stance. Repetition from the opposite direction. Turn the spear from the wrist and strike forward. Withdraw, turn, and strike forward again. Strike up with the butt of the spear and then strike down with the tip. Turn the spear and strike forward again. Withdraw, jumping kick. Hold the spear in the left hand and complete the form. Return to the initial position. We will now repeat the entire exercise at normal speed. The spear is the king of weapons. Spear techniques aim forward, like the head of a dragon. The movements of this form are on one line. Not only the spear tip is employed, the butt of the spear is used to hit or strike. The pole of the spear is used to block and cover the body. Forward strikes are combined with a turning action of the wrist, increasing the effectiveness of the strike. The entire spear can be used to increase the force of the spear blow. At the end of each strike, the body should be tensed, pinning the spear and transmitting the energy of the strike. Due to its great range, the spear is an ideal long-distance weapon. The Shaolin Yin Shu pole form. Initial position with an inverted grip, right arm horizontal. With momentum from the foot, turn the pole and catch it horizontally. Turn the pole, assume the forward position. Turn the pole forward and strike upwards with the end, horse stance. Go forward one step left and strike upwards with the other end, and strike up again. Turn the pole and jump, striking the ground. Change to the forward position and pull the pole back somewhat. Low stance and block with the midsection. Pole at the hip and kick forward. Turn the body into the forward position and strike sideways horizontally. Rotate above the head and strike to the side horizontally. Turn the pole a few times and go into the low stance. Repetition of the last movements from the opposite direction. Side kick. Step forward and block with the midsection. Change to the forward position and strike downwards with the end of the pole. 2 steps forward, jump, evade, and strike the ground. Forward position and a strike to the right. Forward position and a strike to the left. Forward position and a strike from top to bottom. Change grip and strike down with the pole tip. Pull the pole back. Jump forward, striking the pole forward. Pull in the right leg and strike with the other end of the pole. Repetition from the opposite direction. Spring into the horse stance and strike from top to bottom. Sweep to the left, sweep to the right. Rotate the pole once more and strike the ground with the butt of the pole. Turn the body and strike down the middle. Strike up and kick forward simultaneously. Assume the horse stance and complete the form with a loud scream. Lower the pole and return to the initial position. And now the entire pole form at normal speed. The pole is called the ancestral father of all weapons. It is the oldest weapon of the Shaolin monks. A broad surface is covered attacking. The momentum of the techniques comes from the entire body. The rhythm of the form is quick, and the movements should follow one another quickly. The pole is used with both ends. There are striking, hitting, sweeping, and blocking movements. The pole should be turned roughly in the middle. This increases the force of the technique. The Shaolin 9-section chain. From the initial position, sweep down low and stretch the left arm up. Stamp the ground and pull the left leg in. After a short run, do a somersault, keeping the chain folded together in the right hand. Now the chain is unfolded and the turn forward from the side begins. Twirl the chain around the armpit to the other side and back around the upper arm. Repeat 3 times. On the 4th time, pivot the body as well. and increase the momentum with the shoulder. Again with a jump. And pull over the shoulders again. The chain is slowed above the shoulders and pinned with the left hand, low back stance. And now the turn backwards begins. Twist from the upper arm, turning the body. This alters the direction of the turn. I employ the left upper arm to begin the twirl. Now the twisting starts around the neck, around the armpit, and over the neck again, beginning the jumping motion. Twist from the upper arm and change directions. Change the direction of the chain with your leg and turn the body. Repeat twice. First under the armpit, then around the neck. Now change directions to a horizontal twirl. Over the head and around the neck. Secure the chain, forward position. Now the horizontal twirls follow. Begin above the head. Jump up and pull the chain through the legs. Repeat this movement a number of times. This leaping technique resembles the butterfly in Western gymnastics. To wind out, twirl the chain above the head a few times. Finally, secure it on the body and assume a sitting position. Rise again and twirl it around your body from the opposite direction, secure under the armpit, and complete the form. And now the entire form at normal speed. The 9-section chain is one of the most challenging weapons to learn of the Shaolin. Aside from the mastery of the weapon's technique, it requires certain acrobatic abilities. The twirling motion of the chains are executed on the side of the body, backwards and forwards, horizontally, as well as over and under the body. To change directions, one uses the shoulder, armpit, the neck, the upper arm, or the legs. The chain should be tensed during all twirling motions. The spike at the end of the tip is the point of attack of the weapon. The chi flows from the body to the tip of the chain. The entire body guides the chain. It must be twirled with speed and without interruptions. Most of all, beginners should be very careful not to injure themselves. For this reason, the separate parts of the form should be practiced individually and slowly before attempting to complete the entire form. The Shaolin animal forms. Shaolin eagle boxing. The eagle boxing form contains strong flowing arm techniques and forceful leg techniques. Leaping strength and speed are the main elements of this form. As in all animal forms, it is important to embody the characteristics and special movements of the respective animal here. In the case of the eagle, it is his daring and the majesty of his attack moves that are noteworthy. The arms should be held like the wings of an eagle, with the hands partly open and the fingers bent. Attacks are led against the weak spots of the opponent, mainly pain-sensitive areas where nerve bundles concentrate, or against the neck and throat. With the hands half open, these points are clawed at or dealt a blow. From calm and alert awareness, an uncompromising attack comes without warning. He who understands the content of the form will master the eagle boxing form. And now the eagle boxing form at normal speed. And now the Shaolin praying mantis boxing. The praying mantis boxing form employs arm and hand techniques to block, catch, and pull, and fingertip techniques to strike. The wildness and determination of the insect are used as examples here. The characteristic position of the hands in this style is with the wrists angled down and half-extended index fingers. One can strike with the back of the hand as well as with the fingertips. Holding the hands in this position allows one to launch attacks from unexpected and unpredictable directions. A further characteristic of this form are the extremely low stances. Explosive attacks are possible from these coiled positions. Here again, the attacks are directed primarily at the neural points and other painful and sensitive areas of the opponent. The praying mantis is credited with cold calculation and mercilessness on the attack. The execution of the attack should also be guided by rationality and be uncompromising. And now the praying mantis boxing form at normal speed. Shaolin leopard boxing. The wildness of the leopard is expressed in this routine. The opponent's will to fight is broken by determined attacks. The characteristic of the leopard is strength. Strikes with the heels of the hand are used here particularly. The fingers of the attacking hand are bent somewhat. One concentrates on the stem of the hand and on the heels. The execution of this technique requires the exact centering of strength on one point. There are less evasive moves in this routine. The wildness and determination of the leopard always strive forward. Now the entire leopard boxing form repeated at normal speed. Shaolin monkey boxing. The characteristics of monkey boxing are the many abrupt changes of direction and the seamless shift from offense to defense. The shoulders are relaxed, the neck tucked in, the arms held at an angle, and the body drawn together. Elbows, wrists, and the knees are bent. The steps are executed quickly on the toes or in short leaps. The stress lies on monkey boxing. It is not merely an imitation of animal movements. For that reason, attack and defense should be executed realistically. One must be able to envision the opponent. When applied correctly, the techniques of monkey boxing are surprising and unpredictable. The agility, cunning, and playfulness of the monkey are expressed in this routine and translate into effective attack and defense movements. Monkey boxing is one of the most famous Shaolin routines. However, the apparent facility of the execution requires years of intensive training. And again now, at normal speed. The Shaolin monks have achieved the highest perfection through decades of practice and performed to a stunned audience during the world premiere at the Vienna Stadthalle. The success of the monks lies in 5 prerequisites. Step-by-step improvement, constant practice. Temperance in all things. Peacefulness of mind. Follow the rules of courtesy and decency.